All right, here we go. Good morning. Thank you for joining us again. Today it is January 23rd. It's another opportunity to have some fun and enjoy some informative programming right here on Virginia This Morning. I'm Bill Bevins. Andreas White-Murdaugh is here today with us. Hey, Andreas.
Hey, Bill.
Good morning.
It's always a pleasure to be here with you. Good morning. It's a Thursday morning. Somehow we made it to January 23rd already.
Yeah.
And we know you have a choice of local programming, and we're delighted that you tuned in to watch our show this morning and each weekday morning from 9 to 10 a.m.
Yeah, Amy isn't here this morning. I feel a little under the weather, and this is not good weather to be under.
No, not at all.
I think maybe she was coming in, got out of the house, and got stuck to the sidewalk.
Oh.
You know, and so
well, we need to send a rescue.
And there was nobody over there to pry her off the sidewalk. She called in.
That's how she got under the weather.
Get her off of there. But anyway,
this is the guy who does Where'd That Come From? So we you always give me a different way to think about.
So yeah, nobody wants to. There's not much room under 8 or 9 degrees or whatever it was last night. That's pretty much the bottom.
And we still have a little snow, a little ice out.
Well, it's not going to melt when it's like, you know, minus 8 zillion degrees.
I know.
Yeah. So anyway, it's going to get. We'll find out about that. It's going to get.
Yeah, we'll send a crew out for Amy.
All right, we're in for some fun again today. When she is in the building, style expert Janie Medley is here to walk us through a couple of ways we can elevate existing pieces in our closet. Our conversation with her is coming up in just a few minutes.
And Vegan Food Week is underway until this Sunday. Chrissy Vandenberg is the executive director of the Vegan Action Vegan Awareness Foundation, and she's sharing all the details. And of course, we want to include a tasty segment too. Chef Chris Farnwalt from Bar Solita is here and will make a mixed mushroom crostini with an herb cream fraiche. Hopefully I said that correctly.
I don't. The only French word I know is Chevrolet, so I don't know. Folks,
there you go. We got that covered at least.
We have an award-winning singer-songwriter in our studio today. Cecily is known for her agile soprano and honest lyrics. She is on tour and makes a stop right here in Richmond. We'll connect with her coming up a little bit later on in today's show.
Looking forward to that. And now it's time to send it outside to CBS 6 meteorologist Tom Patton, who has a look at the local Thursday morning forecast. Hey, Tom.
Good morning. Happy to see you guys this morning. I'm sorry what happened to Amy. That sounds terrible.
Yeah, well, we're going to send a team over there and pry her off the sidewalk later. Tom, I got a
might need
question.
some tips on how to stay above the weather. Tom, that would be helpful.
Well, speaking of above, Tom, can I ask you about your headgear choices? I mean, wouldn't a nice stocking cap or something be a little bit warmer than a baseball cap?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Cleared that up.
Well, the thing is this, Bill. I got hardware going on, and you know, and I have to be able to hear and all that kind of thing, and so maybe.
So you take a hit for the team, basically.
Yeah, I mean, I could probably throw a hood on here, you know. If
do a
you're
hoodie.
worried about
Yeah, there you go. Now it
better?
looks like it's cold outside.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
All right.
I will say sometimes we look at you and it doesn't seem nearly as cold as I experienced it on my way in. So.
Well, okay, Andreas, you know, I start out, and it's like a ball rolling downhill or uphill, however you want to call it. You know, by the time I'm 2-3 hours in, you know, I've been out here and this and that.
He's a trained professional.
Yeah,
that's right.
You know,
you don't even feel the cold anymore.
Not anymore. No, I just turn numb quickly and then do the rest of the day numb.
I like the hoodie look, though. It looks good on you.
Thanks.
Man.
Maybe I'll keep it for a while.
Yeah.
You're just an impressive guy, I tell you.
By the way, Bill, this morning we dropped to 9.
9.
That's 9.
Okay.
Yes.
That is unapproved.
What did I say, 8?
Yeah.
Tom, I can't tell the difference.
8 and 9. You're right. What's the degree amongst friends? You know? All right. Yes, we had 9. And let's show you the lows from this morning and see where we were. We were 5 in Chester this morning and Tappahannock, 3 in Culpeper. So these are the morning lows. And this is our first single-digit number of the season. So this was the coldest morning so far. And it looks like we won't see this for a while yet. In fact, it's not even on the horizon to get this cold again, which is good news. Now, it's going to stay chilly, but gradually get warmer. So the current temperature at the airport is 16 whole degrees. The dew points come up a little bit. It's been in the single digits, and it still is in many areas, but generally now mid-teens, which is still in and itself very, very cold. We've had increasing clouds throughout the morning here, and we'll see mostly cloudy skies until later today. We'll see some clearing today, tonight. Tomorrow we'll see more clouds kind of coming back in, especially by the afternoon and evening, only to clear again then on Saturday. So generally in and out of clouds. We'll have a little front coming through. 36 today, which is still well below average. Our average is 48, about 19 tonight. So that's still pretty cold. It's not 9, but it's 19. You get the point there. Gradual warm up over the next few days. We're talking upper 40s by Sunday. A little front on Monday will probably kick us back a little bit with some clouds as well. And then we're looking at some 50s, man. I can't tell you how nice that sounds. Happy Thursday. Virginia This Morning will continue right after this.
Happy Thursday to you on this January 23rd. We hope your day is off to a fantastic start. It's just after 9 o'clock, and that means Virginia This Morning is underway. I'm Andrea White-Murdaugh, and I have the pleasure to be here with the one and only Mr. Bill Bevins.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you, folks, for joining us. We think of you, our friends and viewers of the show, as part of our extended family of Virginia This Morning. We're so glad you are spending a little time watching us each weekday morning. It's time to launch into a few highlights in today's show.
Ooh la la, what a show we have today. Fashion expert Janie Medley is here to walk us through a couple ways we can elevate existing pieces in our closets. We'll do some show and share coming up later on today's show.
And she is an award-winning singer and songwriter who is proud of her current tour. It's going to make a stop here in Richmond. We'll talk with her, and maybe we can get her to sing a little a cappella during our interview, too.
Ooh, a cappella. Well, we'll jump into the kitchen later on today's show. The 2025 Vegan Food Week is underway, and we're going to speak with Chrissy Vandenberg, the Executive Director of the Vegan Action Vegan Awareness Foundation. And then we'll switch gears just a little bit to Chef Chris Farnwalt from Barsolita, who's whipping up a mixed mushroom crostini with a creme fraiche.
Okay.
All right, so now we turn our attention to a Health Team 6 topic. Today is National Maternal Health Day, a day dedicated to improving the well-being of mothers. Our Evan Armour talked with Tasha Blasey, founder of IVF Uncovered. Here's their conversation.
Good morning. Thank you so much for being with us here on Virginia This Morning.
Hi, so good to be here. Thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure to meet you and just an honor to be a part of your work.
So this is an important day. It's an important topic to talk about year round, but this really sheds a light on it for today. And I want to start out by talking about some of the fertility challenges that people are facing and why it seems to be more and more common now than ever.
Yes. When it comes to fertility, I really think there are two things going on. Our fertility is declining, and then the medical procedures that we're kind of depending on, like IVF, aren't quite working as well as we've hoped them to. Let's start with the first one. Our fertility is declining because of a lack of energy. The way that we are living our modern lives, there's a lot of energy depletion. The way we're sleeping, eating, working, taking on stressors. What we're missing is replenishing the energy and giving our bodies the things it needs to feel safe enough to get and stay pregnant. So we know there's an energy depletion, and your brain is kind of saying, hey, we need to prioritize and protect here when we see things like unexplained infertility, PCOS, endometriosis, irregular periods, and egg and sperm quality issues. So those are all signs to take a minute, go back to basics, and make sure you're doing the things to replenish the energy, because we can't stop living in our modern world.
People probably hear that and think, gosh, that sounds like almost duh, of course, but how do we actually do that and implement that in our everyday lives?
Yes, some of the hacks I'm gonna give you, you'll say, I'm doing that. But the key is we're not doing them the right way. And oftentimes we think we're doing things that are healthy, and it's actually causing additional stressors. So for example, sleep. We need to go back to basics with sleep and get restorative sleep. And here are 3 hacks that could change your sleep habits and routine and most naturally balance your hormones. 1, turn off your Wi-Fi. Most of us know no screens an hour before bed, but not many of us know that within your room, there should be no Wi-Fi. So any device, just put it on airplane mode. And then number 2, go to bed. This is a hard one for me. Go to bed by 10 p.m. Sean Stevenson wrote this great book called Sleep Smarter, and he talks about the magic hours being between 10 p.m. and 1 a.m. And this is where all these hormones are being flooded through our system. These are hormones that some of my clients doing IVF are spending thousands of dollars on. We can get them for free if we're in bed by 10 p.m. And then the last little hack is to wake up before 7 a.m. because between 5 and 7 a.m. there's a great detoxing process happening. And then if you can, I know it's winter right now, get outside, no sunglasses on, and just get outside towards the sun. Don't look at the sun, but towards the sun to restart your circadian rhythm within 30 minutes of waking up. These are all simple hacks to restart and reboost and balance your hormones naturally. And then in terms of nutrition, here is a key. So many people with infertility are actually lacking minerals. So a really easy hack is to just put a half a pack of minerals in your water every day. Movement, keep it simple too. Walking, I know we hear that a lot, but the studies behind just walking are incredible for the cellular health that it provides. And last thing, it's the thing that I like to call brain breaks. We have so many things going on at all times. If you're like me, I'm thinking about 10 different things at a time. We need to tell our brain it doesn't need to work that hard. So but it does. So just a couple times a day, we're going to hack it. And what we're going to do is focus on one thing a couple times a day. And a really easy way to do that, it takes like a minute. You close your eyes and you go through your 5 senses. What am I seeing, hearing, etc.? All of that just kind of closes the tabs like on our computer and gives our brain something to focus on and calms our nervous system.
It's super important information. I know a lot of people are going to have a lot to think about after watching this. Thank you for your time this morning and for sharing your expertise with us.
Of course. Thank you again so much for having me.
This segment is sponsored by Newmarket and Rachel Duke.
World Pediatrics is a nonprofit organization that was founded right here in Richmond. They're dedicated to providing surgical care and other advanced healthcare resources to children around the world. Here to tell us more about the organization and a special event they have coming up is Carrie Gray, Director of Philanthropy. Good morning to you.
Hey, good morning. Thank you so much for having me today.
Thank you for what you do. I have so enjoyed learning more about your organization, which really has multiple purposes. One, to impact families in such a positive way, but also to make a difference in the healthcare community. For those who may not be familiar with World Pediatrics, tell us more.
Well, World Pediatrics is a global network of highly skilled medical volunteers and hospital partners that deliver care to children all around the world. But in addition to that, we also focus on providing critical skills training to empower medical providers in the regions where we work. And we also strive to strengthen and transform healthcare systems throughout the world in order to improve access to advanced pediatric health care.
And you mentioned working throughout the world, but it takes many of those skilled volunteers to make that happen. Many of them are located right here in Richmond.
That's exactly right. In fact, most of the medical volunteers that support World Pediatrics are based here in Richmond and throughout the Commonwealth of Virginia. We are so fortunate to have those highly skilled doctors and nurses and surgical team members here within our own community.
That's right, and it is so impressive to hear. You were giving me some numbers about the number of people who are volunteering out of this area with the heart to serve the world, really. And so that takes a level of support that your organization is hoping to continue fostering. This is your 20th year of a very special event that we have coming up.
Yes, exactly. We have our 20th annual Treasures in Paradise Gala. This year it's going to be taking place at Dover Hall. And again, thanks to the very generous support of our presenting sponsors, Newmarket and Rachel Duke, we have a wonderful evening in store for everyone who's going to be attending.
Yes. A gala, a party with a purpose, if you will, understanding that it takes so many resources to do the work that you're doing. You have a big goal that I think we're going to reach.
Absolutely. Well, you know, over the years, proceeds from this event have actually enabled us to reach over 25,000 children. So this year, to help us reach our goal, we have received a challenge match from the Tawani Foundation, which has given us a challenge of $100,000 that they will match dollar for dollar for new donations made and received by World Pediatrics.
And we can start, first of all, that is absolutely fantastic. And we're so excited about the ability to multiply the donations that are going to be coming in, both during this event, the online auction that I hear you have available, and then so much more that's happening. Now, for those who are attending the event, tickets are still available. There's still time to get involved.
That's right. If you are interested in buying tickets, you can just go to our event website, which is treasuresrva.org. And then also, you don't have to attend in order to participate and contribute. You can participate in the online auction, which will go live here just in a few days.
So even before the event, the online auction is going to be available. If we're interested in the online auction, what kind of items can we expect to see?
Oh my gosh, you're going to have Caribbean vacations, which we all need right now. It's so cold. We have just a lot of experiences that have been donated by very generous retailers and providers throughout the Richmond area. Our live auction in particular is going to have a beautiful David Yurman necklace donated by Finks Jewelers. We have the concert master of the Richmond Symphony, Daisuke Yamamoto, who has donated a private violin concert that will be featured in our live auction. We just have some wonderful things in store. So we encourage everyone to go online and check it out. And if you can join us, we'd love to see you there.
What an incredible evening you have in store. We're looking forward to seeing everything come about, looking forward to seeing you reach and exceed that $100,000 challenge that you have mentioned, and looking forward to seeing your organization continue to impact the world. Thank you for what you do.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
The Treasures in the Treasures in Paradise Gala in Richmond, RVA, is February 1st at Dover Hall. The event starts at 6 p.m. And for more information, you can visit treasuresrva.org. You can also find more information on Facebook. All right, Mr. B, I'm sending it over to you.
All right, and we are excited. We have a songbird here. She's an award-winning singer, and she is still celebrating the release of her latest album, Awakening Part 2. She is performing all over the country, and her tour makes a stop right here in Richmond. She will perform live at the Tin Pan tonight. And we got her out here this morning on our live show. We welcome Cecily. Good to see you.
Thank you for having me.
I asked you if you'd been here before, and it was pre-COVID?
Well, I was at the Tin Pan in 2019.
Yeah.
Yes, I was.
Yeah.
Touring Awakening Part 1 album, actually.
Yeah.
But I actually was here a few months ago in October. I performed at the Richmond Night Market, which was really fun.
Very, very cool. You, I was when I first met you, when I came in the studio this morning, I was looking at your bio, and you mentioned a couple of people, and I noted one of them that you said were one of your influences.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Minnie Riperton.
Minnie Riperton, who we're watching some of your videos behind us now, and I said, Minnie Riperton, I'm old enough to have actually known who she was and when she was around, and they said she had a 5-octave range, and I went, that's not even humanly possible. Do you have a 5-octave range? And,
No,
not quite.
I have almost 4.
Almost 4.
Almost 4, yeah. Not many people
That's
have a 5
4 more
octave
than I
range.
have. So obviously, you know, when you use your voice as an instrument, that's a talent that most of us don't have. Is this something that you had naturally and you developed, or how's that been going all your life?
It's both. It's both. I loved to sing as a kid, but I was shy. I just liked to sing to myself. I just liked the way it felt to sing.
Yeah.
And then I asked my mom if I could take voice lessons around age 12. And that's when I started singing. I started studying classical voice, actually. I did that all through high school and all the choirs, gospel choirs, every single choir. In college, I was in 2 a cappella groups. I was just always singing. But it wasn't until I graduated that I really was like, you know, I actually think I want to do this as a career and transition to doing more like soul, R&B, and jazz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then once the bug hits and you get it, it's like you got it. And
Yeah, I mean, it's a beautiful feeling.
can't imagine
performing.
doing anything else at this point, I would imagine.
No, wouldn't
No.
want to do anything else. And this is not an easy thing to do either, but as an independent artist, but you know, it's a beautiful life and I really enjoy it.
You get to work with people when you've reached your level of talent. You get to work with other people who are off the scale amazing as well. Tell us about that experience and some of the people you've worked with.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, my band members who play with me all the time are amazing too. They're not household names, but they are stellar, and they'll be here tonight. And I mean, I've worked with Jose James, who's pretty well known. I was on his project. I've opened for people like Bilal, Gregory Porter, you know, Johnny Gill, Kenny Lattimore. And that's always a beautiful experience, getting to open for different artists when they come through DC, because you know, you have to win over a
DC's
new
home
audience.
for you.
DC's home for me, yes. DC's home for me. Just drove down last night.
See, you just said something, and I always feel bad for opening acts because you know, folks show up to see the headliner, and then every once in a while I will get blown away by an opening act, and I bet you're in that category. But I always feel bad for them. It's like everybody's like, when are they going to finish up, you know, that kind of thing. But you have that opportunity to open their eyes and their ears and let them see something.
Yeah, I take it as just a really fun challenge. Like, can I win them over from the first note? Like, you know, usually you come on stage and people are like, woo, and by the end, can I get, wow, you know, like.
It's great. It's great.
Yeah, it's a little challenge. Yeah.
All right, so you got a show tonight.
I do.
We don't often have musicians in early in the morning that are just raring to go early in the morning. And on top of that, I don't think we've ever, maybe we have, but I don't remember anybody singing a cappella early in the morning.
Oh, you know.
Could you give us about 20 or 30 seconds of that?
I can. So this is one of the songs I'll be doing tonight. This is originally done by Denise Williams, who I also get a lot of comparisons
Nice.
to. This is my favorite song. It's called Free.
Okay.
Whispering in his ear, it's my magic potion for love, telling him I'm sincere and that there's nothing too good for us, but I got to be free. Free, free, and I just got to be me, yeah. Me. Thank you.
Under my layers of clothes, I got goosebumps, folks. All right, you have a chance to come see Cecily live on stage tonight, Tin Pan Music Venue at 8982 Quioccasin Road, Richmond. Concert starts at 8 p.m. Get there early. For more information, including tickets, just visit our show website. Whew, early to say, is it warm in here? We'll have that up early this afternoon at virginiathismorning.com, and we'll be right back.
Welcome back to Virginia This Morning. Many closet clearouts are going on this time of year, but instead of getting rid of some of your favorite pieces, why not find a new way to wear them? Our good friend of the show, style expert Janie Medley, is here to share a few tips to help you reimagine some of your existing pieces in your wardrobe. Good morning, Miss Janie.
Good morning, and yes, clean out that closet.
Yes.
You don't want to see mine.
You don't want to see mine either. But I do firmly believe in shopping your closet. And if there are things that are not, completely, hey, we need to get rid of those, we can make them look different. Because in this day and age, it's not wear it once and let it go anymore.
No. We don't do that wear it once and let it go. We're going to wear it over and over, and we're going to make it look new each time we wear it.
Each time.
Yeah.
All right, so tell us about what you have here, because you had me at the sleeve.
Don't you love these sleeves?
I do. It's so much fun. It just brings a little joy to your day.
Fun. So this blouse I've had for a while. Just took the tags off for the show to wear it here. So it's been in there for a while.
But that's why you should shop your closet.
That's why you have to shop your closet, because you forget things are in there, honestly.
But isn't it fun when you discover something?
Like, oh my God, I forgot I had that.
Brand new. That's right.
So these jeans, wide leg, and I love a wide leg jean. Jean shopping is a little hard for me, so when I find some, I may buy that style a couple of times,
Couple different washes.
Absolutely. So these are from Anthropologie, and I thought it would be like really fun to pair it with this blouse instead of like a t-shirt or whatever. So do something different.
So you could dress these jeans up or down, wear with the t-shirt, wear with the blouse.
Absolutely. Dress it up, dress it down, some fun booties.
And we love a little leopard print around here.
And with the belt to go with it.
That's right. It accentuates your shape, and I think that's one of the things about a good pair of jeans is finding the right one for you.
Absolutely.
And you're right, that can be tough for some of us.
And it's just fun. I love jeans.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so.
Love jeans. All right, so you've got some friends that are joining us today who have also shopped their closets.
Shopping the closet, and we did a little shopping at Dillard's as well.
We shopped our favorite closet at Dillard's as well.
So Crystal is going to be our first model today. And so we wanted to show, before we put the vest on her, this was just a black turtleneck, black jeans. So to elevate the look, add the faux fur vest, add some jewelry, earrings.
A little metal in there.
Yeah, so, and it's a totally different look.
Exactly. This reminds me of something that you might wear to work during the day, keep that vest in the car, and go somewhere that evening.
Absolutely. And she could have put this on like with a blazer. She could have done a jean jacket, just something different. So just like we said, shop your closet.
Yeah.
And just add a little something different to the look.
We've all probably got a turtleneck and a good pair of pants that we can jazz up and make look different depending on what you put over it throughout the year.
Turtlenecks are a must.
Yes.
A must.
Love
we could have also belted this if she wanted to.
Oh.
So keep that in mind too as an accessory.
Okay.
So accessories, the faux fur vest, fun jewelry.
And every time it can look different with a little different jewelry.
Absolutely.
I love it. Thank you, Crystal.
All right, and so Jalen is next. Now, the look that Jalen has is from Dillard's. There's actually a blazer that goes with this. So she
As there should be. How fabulous is this color?
And she could have worn the blazer with this to work, took it off, did the jacket, jean jacket, and instead of like some dressier shoes, she's doing some Jordan sneakers.
That's right, because comfort is key. But you can still be so stylish and also very comfortable. I love that the color matches head to toe here, but we still can make that look very, dress it down or dress it up.
We love a monochromatic. And also to elevate it, you see the earrings? They're a little dressier than like a regular loop or something like that. And the shades. So you could also do a pair of shades with it. again, your jewelry and your shoes, just to make it totally different look.
Well, and you're saying don't be afraid of your after 5 jewelry. We can still wear that with our sneakers,
wear
with
it
our jean jackets.
All day.
It doesn't look out of place at all. I
Not
didn't
at
even
all.
really recognize that it might be different than the overall look until you said it.
Because you see the shimmer with it?
Yeah.
Very different. But
I love
it just gives it a totally different look. And like I said, there's a blazer with that if she wants to put that on with it. So
I'm going to have to find that blazer. Thank you, Jalen.
And so next is Shanika, but today I'm calling the Hillary Banks.
Yes, I
From
see it.
Fresh Prince.
I see it. The preppy look,
Totally
but
preppy.
make it fashion.
Yes, totally preppy. And like we said, she could have done some tights with this, but we wanted to do the socks with the loafers today.
A classic look.
Absolutely, and this is a set, the jacket with the mini, and a lot of us probably think, oh, I'm too old, I can't wear mini. Yes, you can, put it on,
Yeah.
you know. So like, if I wore it, I would probably put on tights with it myself. But I think this is a perfect look for Shanika, and with the turtleneck, a bold necklace, bold earrings, and the hair, hey, come on.
I love it. A perfect winter look that keeps you cozy, but also keeps you cute.
Yeah, and even though it's cold out, we don't care, we're still doing it.
Thank you,
all for fashion.
Shanika. That's right.
All right, and last but not least is Keita. So Keita, I love this look.
What
she
a
has the
look it is.
Yeah, she has the burl jeans, which are the trend right now.
Yes, I hadn't heard of a barrel jean until this year or the end of last year. But here we are, and they look comfortable, but yet it's almost like putting the perfect statement pieces together
Absolutely.
in one outfit.
And so, you know, instead of doing like a white tee, we're doing a camo tee with this. We're doing a black jacket, pulling in the jewelry, and all of this, again, is from Dillard's. Statement earrings, little bling.
Little bling.
And the boots, you know, we love our animal print.
Oh, yes. Well, this is a fantastic display of so many different items. Let's bring in the rest of our models so we can see these looks one more time. Miss Janie, you have inspired me to pull the jeans back out, but also to add some new ones.
Yes, I'm gonna check on you and make sure you do this.
Thank you. Hold me accountable. Thank you for helping us shop our closets, but also add the perfect statement pieces as well. And I think we're gonna be nice and cozy and cute all season.
Always.
That's right. That's right. All right, Miss Janie, always a pleasure. Thank you so much. For more, you can connect with Janie on all of her social media platforms at Medley Style. Visit our website later today for direct links. Virginia This Morning returns right after this break. Stay with us.
Welcome back to our live show. Vegan Week is upon us, and you have a chance to enjoy some really tasty food.
Chef Chris Farnwald is here and waiting in the kitchen. He's one of the vendors that will lend his culinary talents this week. We'll jump over there in just a few minutes. But first, excuse me, we catch up with Chrissy Vandenberg, the Executive Director of Vegan Action Vegan Awareness Foundation. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thanks for joining us.
Of course, thank
the
you.
The week is already rolling along. You got started on Tuesday. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, and we've had a couple of different dishes already this week. January is not a great month for a lot of restaurants, and they got a really slow start due to water. Right?
Exactly, yes.
But now we're back, and this is a chance to try something different.
Yes, yeah. That was our original thought when we started this 8 years ago. Was there are so many restaurants making really great vegan options that a lot of people don't know about, because you don't have to be vegan to choose vegan options, right? At restaurants, a lot more people are trying vegan and vegetarian things. So we just thought, let's take some time to highlight these restaurants that are going out of their way to make really delicious vegan food that's not a salad or hummus, right? That's a little more exciting.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's January. We have folks as part of their 2025 goals that are looking to eat better, eat healthier. And this week provides them a great jump start, knowing where to go. You were saying someone was asking, where should I eat in the city?
Yeah.
You've got a full list.
Yes, yeah, it's amazing. 31 restaurants are participating and are going out of their way to make specials that they don't normally make, that aren't on the regular menu. So it's extra exciting.
Extra.
And yeah, lots of options for folks to try out. And we have a couple of restaurants that are all vegan, a few that are vegetarian, but most of the restaurants offer all kinds of different food, and the chefs are just really going out of their way to make really delicious.
So you've got restaurants that traditionally offer something else, and they're stepping in. So if you got that one person in the family, so you do that. Okay, well they got the stuff regular for you.
Yes, exactly.
The rest of us can try something different.
Exactly. Yes. Yeah.
Fantastic.
So those options are there.
And I'm looking at some of the things on the menu. It's like Philly cheesesteak quesadillas and just
you name it, and it can be made vegan and delicious, which is really great.
Yeah.
So exciting. Last night I went to Ann Dim Sum and had all of the specials. They have 5 specials they're making for this week, and I have to tell you, the mushroom risotto was incredible, not to be missed. That was incredible. Yeah.
I can only imagine you've been eating good this week.
I've been eating good and will be doing so the rest of the week for sure.
Now, speaking of our favorite items, there are some awards that are offered as part of Vegan Week.
Yes, yeah. So as we've learned, the chefs and folks running these businesses that make specials plan way in advance. And so we have patrons vote. And so we do award gold, silver, and bronze plaques for the winners of the specials for the savory and a sweet special. So folks get pretty excited about that.
And if you think football players are competitive, meet a chef.
That's so funny. I was about to say the exact same thing.
Yeah.
I can only imagine the bragging rights that go along with those plaques, especially in Richmond, Virginia.
Too close, some elbows may fly.
That's right.
Something like that.
Yeah.
And so they really want to make it special for you.
Yeah. And one extra thing that we've been doing every year is choosing a nonprofit to support, potentially from proceeds of the dishes. Now we know businesses had an extra challenging month already, but a few have offered to make a donation to Matchbox Mutual Aid. I don't know if you all have heard of them. They're a local nonprofit. They run free community food refrigerators, so folks can get perishable items. And in addition, also sponsor the organization Food Not Bombs that provides free meals for folks in Richmond.
Wow.
So it's just another way to be able to give back to our community regarding food insecurity.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, thanks so much. This has been great.
Thanks for everything you do and continued success all year.
Appreciate it.
Richmond's 8th annual 144-hour plant-powered event is underway through Sunday, January 26th. And tonight at 7 p.m., come on out to the V72 Vegan Trivia Night at the Gold Lion Community Cafe, located at 1012 Hall Street in Richmond. There's still spots available. For more information, just check out our show website by early this afternoon at virginiathismorning.com.
And stick with us. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Just before the break, we heard all about Vegan Food Week that's currently underway. Now it's time to enjoy some of that food.
That's right. Chef Chris Farnwalt from Barcelita is here to feature mushroom crostini with he corrected me, a creme fraiche.
Correct.
I made it pretty fancy earlier, but we are so glad to have you, especially during Vegan Week. Tell us a little bit about what Barcelita is going to be doing.
So Barcelita has a regular menu, and then we also have the Vegan Week menu, which is going to be a couple of appetizers, or tapas, we like to call them tapas, which will be the mushroom with the crostinis. Also, I have a vegan chili. And then I have a vegan lasagna, which is kind of like the comfort food area. Nice. That's been doing well already this week. And then there's a couple other dishes. One is like some roasted veggies with farro, which is an ancient grain, kind of like rice. And then quinoa, also very popular with vegans. Then also for the desserts, I have a vegan tiramisu, and I have a coconut milk chocolate mousse, which That was the first one for me, coconut milk mousse.
Yeah.
I was like, well, okay, it can be done, you know?
We can
Well,
come.
if it can be done, you could do it.
That's
Yes,
right. All right, let's dive into what we're making today, our mushroom crostini.
Okay, so basically, first we'll start with the crostinis. Crostinis is just, it's toast, right? So for this, we use a baguette, just slice them nice and long and kind of sexy, put them on the panini grill, but you could do them in the oven, you could do them in your air fryer, you could put them in a toaster. You don't even have to toast them if you don't really want to.
Okay.
This we crunch if you toast them.
A little bit of crunch is good. It does tend to give it more flavor. I put a little bit of olive oil with paprika and garlic. If you're not vegan, you might use butter, but since we're sticking with vegan, we just use the olive oil. That's usually a good substitute. They do have really nice vegan butters, plant-based butters now, so that's also an option too. And then the mushroom mix is oyster mushrooms, cremini mushrooms, also shiitake mushrooms. You can get as crazy as you want. If you want to be a baller, you got the money, you want to do some lobster mushrooms, some chanterelles, or even truffles. With this one, I actually add a little truffle oil at the end. Truffle oil is mostly like a synthetic option, so it's not super expensive. But it gives you that nice, strong.
And you get
truffle.
to say the word truffle.
You get to say the word truffle, and that makes it, more interesting. For sautéing, mine are already cooked, just for time purposes. But you really don't need to cook mushrooms long. You want to try to cut them fairly evenly so that they're going to cook evenly. Don't crowd the pan too much, but. That's
quick.
all the technical, basically, just get your pan hot. I'm going to use a little olive oil. Throw your mushrooms right in there. I have garlic. I also have some thyme. I just like the whole sprigs of thyme, but, you could chop your thyme up. Just use the leaves, whatever you like. A little bit of white onion. You could use shallots. And salt and pepper. I like a good sea salt. They tend to have a little more flavor, but whatever you like. If you like some dried garlic or some dried onions or whatever, make it your own, Use the mushrooms you like, use the seasonings you like. But I can say thyme is always going to work with mushrooms.
We all need more time.
That's a winner.
That's right.
Thyme. Rosemary's nice too, but yeah, so, let them cook nicely. You can use a little bit of white wine. You can use a little bit of mushroom stock or vegetable stock. Vegans are very particular, and not just in their dietary restrictions, but ethically. So you have some vegans that are just a little more serious than others, or I don't even want to say serious, but just a little more intense. So when you're picking your ingredients, you want to make allowances for the type of vegan person you're cooking for. Some people will not even like it if you use a grill or a pan that you had cooked meat on. So you have to be careful about that, but other than that, once you got your mushrooms cooked, it's real simple. The plate up is real
What was that,
easy.
like 30 seconds, Chef?
Oh, yeah. Like I said, well, it'll take a little longer.
They were
if the
already
mushrooms
cooked,
weren't
but,
already cooked, but, if you have an event or, you have friends coming over, it's okay to have them already cooked, just have them ready to go.
Now, can you overcook a mushroom?
You certainly can. I mean, it depends on what you're trying to do. So like for the vegan lasagna that I mentioned, I have mushrooms in that one. So I pre-cooked those, and I actually literally pressed the water out of them. If I was really trying to cook more of the water out of them, I might have cooked them a little bit longer.
And what happens then? They get chewy, or?
Yeah, they get a little chewy. They shrink up a lot. But there have been some recipes where it really called for really cooking the mushrooms a lot to get all the liquid out, because the things we were going to add later, we wanted to soak them up.
Absorb that flavor,
the mushrooms they're like sponges. They will soak up any kind of liquid. You got to be careful in storage.
Which is one of the reasons people say the mushrooms take on the taste of whatever you're putting on.
Precisely, yes. They're going to soak things up. That even goes with like cleaning your mushrooms. If you want to rinse them, if you feel like they're really dirty, you do it right before you cook with them. But normally you would just kind of brush off anything, because it's going to soak the water up, and that could end up ruining your dish. So you want to be careful about that.
Well, we are going to stay in the kitchen because we've got some tasting to do. Chef is going to stay with us as well, and we hope you will too.
They're getting nice and hot, so, to warm us up. In the meantime, we'll pass along this information. Again, enjoy Richmond's 8th annual 144-hour plant-powered event now through Sunday, January 26th.
And tonight at 7 p.m., come on out for the V72 Vegan Trivia Night at the Gold Lion Community Cafe, located at 1012 Hall Street in Richmond. There are still spots available, so for more information, just check out our show website by early this afternoon at virginiathismorning.com.
Smelling really good in here. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Thank you for spending part of your day here with us. We are ending things today in the kitchen with Chef Chris Farnwell.
His mushroom crostini with creme fraiche is on the Virginia This Morning menu. Chef, we have come to the end. Now it's time for the creme fraiche.
The creme fraiche.
Which is?
Which is also known as crema, can be known as sour cream, basically. But for vegans, no dairy. So
no dairy.
We have a creme fraiche that's made with a soy base. It's Tofuti, I believe is the name of the brand. And we just put a little bit of parsley in here, season it with a little salt and pepper, but you can use whatever you like. Some people might want to put chives, scallions, whatever. Just get yourself a little squeeze bottle, or you could just spoon it right on there. And just spread a little bit, you know, for that finishing flavor and texture. And that's it. That's the final dish right there. You guys are welcome.
Say no more. This one has been calling my name.
Yes.
Oh, you got the one with all the time. She needs lots of time. Yeah.
I do need lots of time. All right, Mr. B.
Okay.
You go for it.
Come on over here. We're going to be friends. Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh,
there we go.
Some of mine
You
fell
got a
off, but that's
plenty.
A
okay.
little unwieldy.
Oh, wow.
Well,
Thank you for watching our live show. A shout out to all of our guests and to all of you. We certainly appreciate each and every one of you. We hope you'll join us tomorrow. The fun starts at 8:56 a.m., although it never ends. Enjoy your terrific Thursday.
Squawk.